Hey, Collateral Cinema listeners, Chazzle Dazzle here from the Trial by Air Variety Show podcast. Just taking a few seconds to invite you guys over to what we do. Much like Collateral Cinema, we are a grassroots podcast. We invite bands from all over the world to come in and we dig deep into their souls and find really cool stories to tell you, and there's tons of music every week. So subscribe to us wherever you subscribe to your podcast. We look forward to having you.
Tonight on the Director's Cut, we tackle our top 5 favorite horror movie moments of all time. And we also have a random movie review for Sleepaway Camp II. So stick around. The show starts right now. Welcome to Collateral Cinema Director's Cut. I'm Beau Maddox.
I'm Robert Ortegon.
And we are podcasting straight from somewhere in South Texas. And yes, my friends, we are a 420 friendly podcast. So whatever you have, smoke it if you've got it. Welcome to our new bonus content, which we will be releasing at least every other weekend in between our main episodes. Right, Robert?
If we can try to do that, right?
If we can.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm pretty sure that we can. We're recording on a Tuesday morning, at least 2 in the morning.
Yeah, it is Tuesday. It's like, what, 2?
Yeah, at least. But, you know, it's whatever. I mean, it was Monday when we started hanging out tonight. So
yeah, I didn't get out of work till 1 in the morning right now, so I'm up. And Beau's is an insomniac, so he's not going to sleep.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm going to get shit sleep tonight. Like that's just a given.
Same here. Damn
it. Definitely. But ladies and gentlemen, what we're trying to do here is just kind of provide content weekly. And instead of trying to get everybody together to get a podcast going every week, which so far has kind of been a little bit of a pain in the ass
with
lately.
Me not showing up, sorry.
Oh, God damn it, Robert.
Robert is not showing up. I don't know. I'm just like tired as shit after I get off of work, really. I don't know.
Yeah, we understand. We understand. But this right here is just a way that we can kind of provide something a little different for our listeners. So, Robert, what are we talking about tonight?
We are going to be talking about the top 5 of our most horror kill scenes.
Our most favorite horror kill scenes, right?
Exactly. And then we're going to have another discussion about Sleepaway Camp II on Happy Campers. So.
Oh, yeah. We have that playing in the background as per Collateral Cinema tradition. I mean, that's going to be an interesting movie to talk about. I mean, we were watching it the other night, and it was a lot of fun.
So, yeah, we watched it last night, and then we watched the first one.
Yeah, we had to watch the first one. We should have watched the first one beforehand, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Watch it in order.
But anyway, yeah, we're going to start giving more topical content to everybody out there in the Podern family and on film Twitter and just in podcast world, of course. And tonight we're talking about our top 5 personal favorite horror movie moments. I mean, you and I are both horror aficionados, I guess it's safe to say, right?
Yeah, what's funny is we'll grab whatever horror we see at like half-price books, and if it looks good enough, it probably is, right?
Oh, definitely. Like, especially if it's like multi-movie box sets or digipacks or whatever, you know?
Anything 80s or 70s.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I have quite a few little box sets like that.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Bundle packs, if you can get them in a bundle, dude, they're great.
And, of course, I have my massive DVD collection right behind me. I have all kinds of movies right here. Right, Robert?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty much a library.
It's an archive.
There you go.
Say. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, I kind of agree with James Rolfe in that, you know, people who collect are kind of helping to preserve that particular part of film history.
Exactly.
You know, that's what it is. It's preserving history.
Like collecting original VHSs, dude. Like,
yeah, and honestly, I need to go ahead and start getting more VHS
with the box. I mean, those are practically showpieces now, right? But
many of them are.
Just going back and just watching like the original on a small tube TV or something. It's still fun. Like,
just on an old school CRTV.
Yeah,
that's always good.
VCR, dude. I mean, that was good back in the day though too.
Yeah, definitely. But there's many horror movie moments that we have culled our lists from, and this is just a list. It's not a definitive list.
Yeah.
We're probably going to come back to this particular topic in future director's cut episodes
and narrow it down to our most favorite. Probably.
Yeah, because there's so many different movies that we have, so many different horror movies. That it's really hard to actually just choose even 5, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they're all great. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got like a top 20 list.
At the very least, right?
Hell yeah.
But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and start at number 5. We're going to go all the way down to number 1, and we're going to go ahead and start with you, Robert. What is your number 5 favorite horror movie moment?
So my number 5 horror countdown is going to be Slumber Party Massacre.
Oh, excellent.
The original. And it's the pizza boy scene where he gets both his eyes drilled out right before they open the door.
That's a fantastic scene. I mean, it comes a little bit later in the movie, though, right?
Yeah, right towards the ending, where they realize there's a driller killer just running around.
Yeah, and the practical effects in that scene was really cool. I really like the eye gouging effect and everything.
Oh yeah, that was freaking hilarious.
And of course, I mean, it's a classic horror movie trope. You know, the body kind of falling out of a door, you know, whether it's a closet or a pantry or even just a front door.
What's funny was they get over the pizza boy just being dead, and then they go right to eating the pizzas. Cause
I know, right?
That is so funny, dude.
That's so ridiculous.
It's like, okay, there's a dead guy right here. We're gonna eat. We're hungry. Like, there's a killer running around.
Yeah, I'm not going to wait. I mean, this pizza's still good. I mean, it's fucking pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah, pizza can be fine if you leave it out for like days.
Yeah.
Like vegan or not. I mean, you leave it out for a few days, pizza's going to be just fine.
You can have it for breakfast. It'll be fine. Cold pizza, fuck it.
Exactly. That's a classic stoner breakfast right there. Like, to be fair. So I understand what old girl is saying there. You know, I understand the sentiment. Now, I mean, what's your favorite aspect of that scene?
That scene? Where they roll them up in the carpet and then they go back to eating the pizzas and then
Exactly.
and then he's just stacking bodies in the garage inside the car, right?
Yeah, inside that trunk and everything. Oh man, we got to watch that movie again. Of course, we did a main episode on Collateral Cinema.
Yeah, we discussed all 3 of them. We had to.
Yeah. So I mean, we definitely recommend, ladies and gentlemen, that you go back and check that episode out in season 2. It was a lot of fun doing that one.
Hilarious.
And honestly, I need to get that box set because all 3 of those movies are so infinitely watchable.
Oh, they're great. I mean,
they are so amazing, honestly. But anyway, I'll go ahead and give my number 5. And it's also coming from a movie that we've done before. It's from our last anniversary episode. And if you know anything about our anniversary episodes, we only do Takashi Miike movies. You know, so I am picking from Ichi the Killer, when Ichi kills the abusive pimp and then subsequently his prostitute.
Yeah.
You remember that scene, Robert?
I remember that, dude. Oh, man.
It's so...
There's so much stuff that, like, fucked my head up, like, just mentally. I'm like, oh, my God.
Well, I mean, first of all, just the brutality of the pimp himself towards his prostitute girlfriend. I mean, he is beating...
Oh, he was beating the shit out of her,
beating
dude.
the fuck out of her. I mean, hardcore, like to the point where it was affecting her bottom line as a sex worker.
Yeah.
And, I mean, she was earning less money, and what would he do? Beat the shit out of her and then rape her. It's like, that's a fucked up scenario, any way you slice it.
That's fucked.
But what makes it that's not, of course, what makes it my favorite. Of course, I condemn that shit entirely. I mean, I'm very much in solidarity with sex workers, you know, fuck the pimps and everything. But that's right, sex workers unite. But what makes that awesome is that Ichi is found out pretty quickly by the pimp, right?
Yeah.
And first, the pimp completely berates him, just badly. Like, I mean, he goes off on Ichi. Remember? I mean, remember what he said? I mean, he called him a wanker or some shit, and then Ichi starts crying.
Japanese subtitles, right? I forgot about that. Ugh.
Oh, we didn't watch it with subtitles, remember?
Oh, we didn't.
It was with the English dub.
English dub, okay.
Which is inexplicably all British people. It's
you're right. Yeah, dude.
Watching Japanese people speak like British people.
It was
hilarious.
British. Yeah, you're right, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, that shit is fucking hilarious, man. But what that leads up to, excuse me, is Ichi kicking out his boot blade and then just completely slicing this motherfucker in half. I mean, it's not even physically possible, of course.
Went right down the center of the skull.
So it's totally going off of, manga, anime logic in many ways. But the effect that comes after that, the pimp kind of sits there a second. He's like, what the fuck? What happened? Then he just starts splitting it apart, and it's just old school CGI gore.
Shit, holy shit.
It's what makes it ultra cartoonish, right?
Fucking wild. I probably watched it like 3 times with you. I need to see it again.
Yeah, honestly, we do need to watch that movie again. There's a lot to take in. It's a very long movie, and there's so many scenes there that's actually, really, really memorable. Like, very memorable.
Like the opening.
Just the opening alone, the torture scene where Kakihara suspends that guy on hooks and everything.
Yeah, dude, that's fucked up.
I mean, there's so many interesting scenes throughout that entire movie.
And he was doing some fucked up shit to himself, too, and enjoying it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was an absolute sadist.
Jesus Christ.
In so many ways. Yeah. But Ichi is a worse sadist. And after he slices this, bisects this pimp, he tries to tell this prostitute that he's pretty much going to rape her. Like, he's like, I'm going to be the one raping you now. So, yeah, trigger warning, by the way, everybody. Sorry. We're going to put that in the show notes. And he ends up, after she tries to attack him with a baseball bat, he ends up just completely slicing her neck open. And then there's an arterial spray that's just so cartoonishly fucking geyser-like, It's a geyser of blood.
Holy shit. Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much that entire movie. It's pretty much just one, 2-hour-long goddamn geyser of blood.
I'm just thinking Tarantino and Kill Bill, too, right?
Yeah, I bet that he kind of took a lot from Ichi the Killer there, actually. Amongst other martial arts classics, of course.
Arterial spraying everywhere, too. Jesus Christ.
But... yeah, I mean, she panics for a second, and then she passes out, and Ichi just completely freaks out, and he flees. But it's a scene that just covers so many beats whenever it comes to Takashi Miike and his directorial style, especially when doing, manga or some other type of adaptation. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. I've probably only seen, 2 of his movies, dude. Yeah.
You need to see more. I just got a new one today. It's called Crow Zero. It's a very interesting Yakuza type movie.
Hell yeah, dog.
As he's known for doing.
Hells yeah.
And yeah, that's my number 5 favorite horror movie moment. And yes, it is a horror movie, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get it twisted. Ichi the Killer is horror. Straight horror. It's got a lot of different genres in it, but it's straight up horror.
Still in the horror genre, so look for that one.
Exactly. So, Robert, what is your number 4 personal favorite horror movie moment?
My number 4 countdown is going to be The Burning, the raft scene with the hedge clippers.
Oh, wow. That is such a classic scene. From a movie that... when you really get down to it, has some problematic elements to it, especially being produced by Harvey fucking Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein, dude.
Fuck that motherfucker, by the way.
Rapey shit all over the place.
Yeah. May he rot in prison and rot in hell.
But what I liked about it, it's like watching a Friday the 13th movie,
Yeah, it was very similar. I think even Tom Savini, he did the gore effects on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, dude,
right?
that was badass. I like that, dude.
Yeah, and he provided the gore effects here, and that scene, it's just so well directed. It's so well edited. I mean, the kills themselves, it doesn't even show a whole lot, right?
No.
Yeah, you see a little bit of gore, like a hand getting chopped, maybe a girl's throat getting sliced and everything.
Yeah. But what he really does is damage on that raft when they're all on there. He gets them all at once, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much like a slasher killing that's done in one fell swoop. Just like, literally, how many people? Like 4 or 5 people, right?
And yeah, they were swimming to a canoe on a raft, right?
Yeah,
And
they were trying to get to a canoe.
I'm telling you, that photography looked just like the Friday the 13th. Look,
it really did, and it's very similar to Friday the 13th in many respects.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean that entire movie is similar, and it technically was shot before Friday the 13th, right?
Yeah, I think it was, right?
Yeah, which is very interesting. I mean, it actually makes for a cool double feature.
Which is funny, like the campfire scene where they're telling the scary story in the beginning of the film. That was used in like part 2, Friday the 13th. That same scenario story, and then he just pops out.
I would not be surprised if they lifted that from it.
I'm like,
honestly.
wow. And they use a little bit of that Bay of Blood into there, dude. Damn.
Yeah, the Bay of Blood
The
scenes.
Bay of Blood, dude. It's just like part 2 of Friday the 13th.
Oh man, Mario Bava, he was such a fucking genius.
Jesus
in
Christ.
so many ways. But yeah, man, I love that scene so much. I mean, even though, like I said, the movie can be a little ooky in certain elements, especially sexually harassing.
Yeah.
It kind of goes there, ladies.
But
and
it
gentlemen.
makes for old school horror slasher.
Oh, it's a straight
Like,
slasher movie all the way.
It's a fun time all the way, really. I mean,
Yeah, and that scene is amongst the best horror movie moments of all time, to tell the truth.
I remember watching it. The first time I saw that was like on Netflix when they were putting it out, you know?
Yeah. And when I actually first sat down to watch it, it was when you got that one bootleg version of it from Korea, right?
Yeah, it's from Korea, dude.
Yeah, you got a South Korea bootleg?
Still got it. Because the original's like on Blu-ray and it's fucking expensive. Like,
Oh, it is. I mean, it's
Yeah.
out of print, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a difficult movie to procure.
Yeah, like you
funny.
can barely find the VHS copy, dude, really. So I'll
Not
tell you.
even VHS, really?
Nah, you can barely find it.
Holy fuck, man. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you can find this movie, check it out. If you want to see the scene, I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. I think Horrible Reviews, that's one of his personal most scariest horror movie moments, one of his scariest horror movie moments, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, definitely, that's a great choice, actually.
Need to watch it again alongside Slumber Party Massacre.
Yeah. Or like I said, I mean, just alongside the first Friday the 13th.
Yeah, we need to go back and just watch them all in order again. Just
Yeah.
like I used to do that like so much that I'd go back and watch the Halloweens and the Nightmare on Elm Streets and just
That would be a good live stream to do.
Damn.
Is just, sit there and just kind of watch all of the Friday the 13th movies in one sitting.
hell yeah.
They maybe do that for charity or something. That'd be really cool. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give you my number 4 personal favorite horror movie moment. And honestly, I had to have this scene here. Honestly, I had to have it because every time I watch it, it elicits a response from whoever I'm with. And Robert, you know this for a fact because I showed you this movie not too long ago.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and that would be the threesome scene from Necromantic.
Necromantic. Jesus
This
Christ.
is such a mind fuck of a scene, honestly, from what is honestly kind of a mind fuck of a movie, right?
I missed out. We did that episode. I missed out on that one, right?
No, we haven't done Necromantic yet.
No. Damn. I feel like I lost on one of them. Damn it.
No, you're thinking Visitor Q.
Visitor
That was our
Q.
last disturbing movie that we did.
There you go. Yeah, I missed that one. Fuck.
Yeah, that
I missed
sucks.
Spawn too. Shit.
Damn it, Robert. You got to be more on point, bro.
Damn it.
Damn it. You blew it, bro.
It'd be easier if I was just living in Ash's basement. If I was the guy on the couch. You know?
Hell yeah.
At least I'm there, right?
Yeah. Ash, if you're listening to this, yeah, you know what this motherfucker's saying.
The guy on the couch, sincerely.
Exactly. But this scene is memorable for one because of the fucking soundtrack behind it. That piano theme. It's such a loving and romantic fucking melody, and having that playing while this gruesome scene where these two people are having sex with a corpse, a threesome with a corpse, it's just so audacious to me.
Jesus Christ.
The audacity of it is what makes it memorable to me. The audacity of that entire movie is memorable.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, the second one is pretty okay. It's a little slower and a little longer, maybe. But that has some scenes that's pretty grody and memorable, even. But this one is just also shot in a way where it has this weird kind of camera effect on it that gives it this dreamlike quality. It's almost like it's happening, but it's not happening.
Can you refresh me on some of those kill scenes?
The kill scenes in Necromantic?
Yeah.
Well, there's not so much kill scenes in it. There's at least one scene where he actually kills someone, and that's that. Yeah. It's the prostitute and then the grave digger.
Holy shit!
Near the end of the movie, and
I think I'm getting two movies mixed up here. Yeah.
Oh, you are? God damn it! I showed you that movie, bro.
Yeah, it's just.
How could you fucking not remember that movie?
Damn it! I watched so many damn movies, Beau.
I understand. I mean, look at what I have behind me.
Oh, yeah?
Shit gets kind of, you know.
I've probably only seen it once with you. Yeah,
yeah. Shit gets a little lost in the milieu.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Need a quick refresher on that one. Damn it.
But I mean, this is one of the Cult Epics releases that was numbered. I mean, I don't think there's any more of them anymore. I mean, I think they had a limited release. And I mean, I just love even the corpse effect. The corpse effect is so gushy, and I mean, there's an eyeball that's popping out and everything.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, homeboy puts it in his mouth. I mean, to me, it's also a very funny scene in a movie that I think is very much a dark comedy in so many ways. I mean, that's a movie that gets funnier every time I fucking see it. And I actually like to watch it every now and again because, I mean, it's a fascinating movie. I mean, there's a lot of different type of symbols that are used throughout the movie. There's lots of symbolism there, you know, especially fascist imagery and whatnot.
Damn it, Beau.
So,
you got a twisted mind, Beau. Shit.
Yeah, but I mean, it's an interesting movie, and there is a animal abuse scene that sucks to sit through, but it's still also kind of meaningful to the plot, but which kind of puts it up there with Cannibal Holocaust a little bit.
Oh man, that movie's crazy. Yeah, shit.
That movie is insane. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I think that movie is one of my personal favorites and one of my most memorable horror movie moments. You know, and it's from a movie that's already kind of outside the box when it comes to the horror genre. So
hell yeah,
you know what I mean. Anyway, Robert, what is your number 3 personal favorite horror movie moment?
My number 3 countdown is going to be Intruders. Yeah, the kill scene with the meat cleaver. Oh man,
that's such a classic scene, dude. From a classic movie. It's a full moon production, but I mean, it actually has Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell in it, right?
Oh yeah, and Renee Estevez too.
And Renee Estevez is up in there as well. Hell yeah, man! Renee Estevez is in the movie that we're going to be reviewing here in a little bit. Actually, Sleepaway Camp II, right?
Unhappy Campers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're already at a very pivotal scene, so to speak, here on the
panty raid scene.
The panty raid scene.
Now they're raiding their jock straps.
Oh my god!
Damn it!
Oh, 80s movies never change, never fucking change. But anyway, what do you think makes that scene from Intruder so memorable, above all else in that movie?
It's, the whole time you're thinking it's that girl's boyfriend just running around killing people.
Yeah, they definitely set it up that way.
Yeah, they set it up to where you think there's at least 1 or 2 killers, right? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that boyfriend is a total fucking dick.
Yeah, he looked like a drug addict.
Even a straight up abusive asshole.
A drug addict with a mullet, just an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, and being ultra possessive of his ex-girlfriend and everything. I mean, that's super not cool, of course, Hell
no.
But I mean, there's lots of interesting scenes in that movie.
Yeah.
Like I like the trash compactor.
Yeah,
one.
crushes his head. Or
that's actually a cardboard baler, I should say. It's not a trash
Yeah,
compactor. It's a cardboard baler. It compresses cardboard together where it's a little more manageable to deal with. So, but I mean,
what else? I mean, they had some great moments in that film. Shit,
a lot of them, like especially when the reveal of the killer.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't know. Should we spoil that here?
Nah.
No, let's not. I mean, we're already spoiling specific scenes.
Yeah, that's going to be a future episode for us.
Yeah, that's a future episode that's coming later on this season. I'm hoping to get some kind of special guest on that episode.
We've been pushing that one aside since season 1. I mean,
yeah, we were originally going to do it in season 2, but then we did Leprechaun Returns.
Yeah, I substituted that because it was only right, really.
That was a good call. I mean, we ended up talking about that entire franchise as well.
Hell yeah.
Which is totally awesome. Which doesn't mean that we shouldn't talk about individual movies from that franchise.
Full Moon Productions.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to start doing more of those and Asylums, dude.
Yeah, this is going to be our first actual Full Moon movie.
Yeah.
Because we've done one Trauma movie, and that was an indie movie.
We have Trauma.
Yeah, Hectic Knife.
We need to do Full Moon. We need to do... what's that other one? Jesus Christ. Asylum Pictures.
Yeah,
dude.
we got to do Asylum movies. I only have one Asylum movie, and it's King of the Ants.
King of the Ants.
Which is actually one of the rare good fucking Asylum movies.
Yeah, they're all weird.
They're all fucking weird. They're all mockbusters and shit.
Fuck it. Second-rate actor, a B-movie actor, whatever.
Fuck it. I mean, they also did Sharknado, right?
Yeah, it's better than nothing, right? I mean,
yeah, they did all the Sharknado movies, and they found their niche there.
It's an IMDb credit, right?
Hey, it's whatever, you know.
It's some credits.
Hell yeah. Now it's time for my number 3. And my number 3 is coming from one of my favorite Friday the 13th movies of all time. One of my favorites. I don't know why. It's just the one that sticks with me the most out of all of them. Like, I barely remember anything from like the first 4 movies, but once I get to chapter 8, fucking Jason Takes Manhattan.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I mean, my God, there's so much that is so memorable in that movie. I love it so much. But my favorite scene is the rooftop boxing scene in Manhattan between Jason and the boxing character, the boxer. I don't remember his name, unfortunately. But
we'll call him Sugar Ray Leonard.
We'll go ahead and call him Sugar Ray. Why the fuck not?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit. He was, doing the sweet science a little bit. But what's memorable to me is just how he puts his all into fighting Jason. I mean, he tries to take him down. He tries to take him down, and Jason just ends up beating his ass and then just punching his head off in one fell swoop, right?
Oh, just one hit, dude. Damn.
It was that's right. He didn't even really beat his ass. It was the boxer that was doing the ass beating.
Yeah, it looks like the boxer got winded just from beating the shit out of Jason.
Yeah, and by that point he was a high school caliber boxer. I mean, he was already at least somewhat well trained. I mean, he was obviously young and early in his career, but
Jason can take all that.
Of course Jason's going to take all that abuse.
Dude, that's Jesus.
I mean, he's a fucking zombie. That's what he is. He's the ultimate zombie when you really think about it.
Yeah, you're right. His outsides are like coming out.
Yeah, I mean, by that point in the franchise, you can see
his rib cage and his like.
I mean, for fuck's sake! Eventually, Jason Goes to Hell. He's fucking swapping souls with people and fucking taking over people's bodies.
I think when he got struck by lightning, then it was like, oh shit, he's supernatural now.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean. That boxing scene is just great because of the punchline that happens when the head kind of flies off of the building and then lands in a garbage dumpster.
That is hilarious.
And this is a movie where Jason takes a motherfucker and dunks him in a goddamn barrel of toxic waste and drowns him in that.
And the Toxic Avenger became.
Oh, I mean, I would not want that guy to be a Toxic Avenger.
Oh, hold on.
Even though that character was right the entire time throughout the whole movie.
Jesus.
He was right. I mean, let's face it.
Jason Takes Manhattan. I didn't watch them all in order. I forget where I watched them all. Probably from Jason Lives and then like the final chapter. I didn't even see the first one. Like in order,
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of caught the Friday the 13th franchise out of order a little bit first.
Same with the...
Even though the funny thing is, the first one that I ever saw was the first Friday the 13th.
Really?
It was the very first Friday the 13th movie. Yeah.
With a killer mother. I mean, you didn't know till the end. The whole time, when I was a kid, I thought it was like Jason doing it, but it was just first person killer. But yeah, Jason didn't come to the second one.
Well, I mean, let's not forget that was such a misconception that was even referenced in Scream.
That's a trick. That's a trick question. Who was the killer of Friday the 13th?
Yeah, that was referenced in the first 15, 20 minutes of Scream.
In Scream, and Drew Barrymore, and she failed.
It's like I wonder how many people would still fail that. Honestly.
That's a trick question. They're going to say Jason, right?
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't think that this movie has been around long enough that maybe people know
I don't think.
ending?
Yeah, I mean, most people, but the next generation of us, of millennials, really don't know.
Yeah, right on. Well, anyway, we're getting into our final two choices here. Robert, what is your number 2 personal favorite horror movie moment?
My number 2 countdown would be the original Halloween.
Excellent.
Where he kills the girl in the backseat of the car.
Oh yeah, that who is the character that he kills? It's like, and doesn't she initially find her boyfriend dead in the car? Or am I thinking of something else here?
Oh, you're thinking of the van scene, but when that Linda chicks?
Yeah, that's who it was. It was Linda, right?
Yeah, when she goes out because she wants to meet somebody.
Yeah, she's waiting for her boyfriend.
Exactly. She's going to go pick him up, bring him back.
And I'm pretty sure by that point, Michael had already fucking...
Yeah, he's in the backseat of the car.
He'd already killed her boyfriend, right?
I don't think she ever made it to go pick him up, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. He was going to go pick him up.
And
that's what she was going to do. Oh, shit.
He's strangling her, and then he slashes her throat, like right there. And then you got that music or that scoring that just blasts.
And she was honking the horn the entire time. And Tommy could hear that from the other house over.
Dude,
right?
that is an old horn. The whole neighborhood could hear that shit. Right?
Yeah, it's amazing that nobody didn't come out and just fucking say, "Hey, shut the fuck up, man. What the fuck is this shit?"
Right.
Now, of course, they probably would have been killed, but
Jesus.
Eventually.
That movie's still badass, though. Look.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, that is our second ever movie that we ever did on the main podcast, right?
We did that in season 1.
All the way back in season 1, like 2 years ago. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that was one of my first picks, right? Wasn't it?
It was, yeah. That was. We did that after Food Fight.
Foo Fighters.
Fucking Food Fight. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we recommend that you go all the way back and listen to our early episodes. You'll hear the evolution of our sound, so to speak.
Kind of recapping on some of our greatest moments.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. We got to recap on those moments. But, yeah, man, that scene in Halloween is so fucking awesome. I mean, of course, like I think that the best scene out of that is, the final confrontation between Jamie and Michael.
Yeah.
That final moment's like, especially, like my favorite is when she's in the closet and he starts busting in there and he's breaking through the little blinders and everything. And
he just got done killing all her friends.
Yeah, and he's coming straight for her. And what does she use? She uses a coat hanger.
Right? She pokes him in the eye.
Yeah, and that maims him momentarily, and he is able to escape.
He drops the knife and stabs him.
She should have grabbed it and just went for his gut, dude. Like, seriously. Or just went for his throat.
Yeah, stick him in the throat or something.
But, that never happens in these types of movies, right?
Nope.
Never.
There's always a build-up right before the chase scene.
But, honestly, isn't that the scene that kind of set the trope for the killer in the back seat, which comes out and kills the person in the front seat? Is this the movie that kind of set that trope? Or does that go back a little further? I'm
not really sure. I mean, that's 1978, right? 79? Shit.
Yeah, as far as I know, that's the first time I ever saw that trope in a horror movie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you see that until the 80s, right?
Yeah, and of course, I would argue that Halloween is, even though it came out in 78, it's pretty much the first official 80s slasher movie.
Yeah.
Let's face it, that's the start of the 80s slasher boom right there.
We went into Halloween 2. That was like 1982 or something, right?
Yeah. But, I mean, there's just so much about that movie that is memorable. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to revisit that movie, check out our second episode ever. We did it on John Carpenter's Halloween. So, yeah, check that one out. And,
check it out.
Of course, check the movie out. It's always a fun watch, no matter what. I know many people watch it around Halloween, but, I mean, seriously, it's good shit.
Yeah.
It really is. Now, my number 2 scene is from David Cronenberg's The Fly. And there's many scenes in that movie that lots of people will bring up, like the transportation scene with the baboon, for one. And also, whenever he's starting to molt into the fly near the ending.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. And of course, anything with Jeff Goldblum is amazing.
It's fucking great.
But my favorite scene from that movie, and just personal favorite horror movie moment of all time, is the insect politics speech. I mean, by this point, he is deteriorating big time, like physically and mentally. Like I think that's where he first discovers that he is able to vomit up the acid so that he can eat his food and everything. And then he gives a speech to his girlfriend. I think that was Gina Davis, I believe. I think she was in that movie. And he gives this speech where he talks about insect politics, which is an interesting topic, to say the least. I mean, I don't recall entirely what he says, but I mean, it kind of goes down to basic themes of identity, and that's kind of what that movie is about. It's about a complete changing in identity, identity as a person, and also just as a member of the human species. I mean, he eventually morphs into something different at the end, and that's basically him kind of coping with the changes that he's undergoing, right?
Oh yeah. I watched that movie a few times, and what I really grew up with was the Vincent Price version of that movie.
And that's also a classic.
Yeah. I mean, I think they did 3 movies of that, like Return of the Fly and some other one.
Yeah, originally, and they also did a sequel to Cronenberg's The Fly.
There you go. Well, Jeff Goldblum, damn. Great performance, though.
Yeah, he owned that character 100%. Like even down to emulating Einstein and everything.
Fucking wild.
And then all the weird changes that he has, especially when he becomes like a sexual dynamo, and he's just like impressing every woman that he's with, and then he starts climbing on the fucking ceiling and shit.
Yeah, fly. Shit's coming out, damn.
But like I said, in the insect politics scene, I mean, this is where he is pretty much too far gone. I mean, he is turning into something that is not human. I think by that point, he pretty much isn't human anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, he's collecting all of his body parts in his bathroom. I mean, his penis already fell off, for fuck's sake.
Jesus Christ.
And I mean, he basically gets down to how insects kind of
shed. Yeah.
How they shed. Yeah. I mean, I think that's really the imagery there, is just kind of shedding the skin. He's in a larval state, or a pupa state, kind of. I mean, and that if you kind of approach his transformation kind of like how an insect transforms into a full adult insect.
Exactly.
Larval, pupae, and then fucking adult. I mean, it actually kind of makes sense.
That's freaking crazy. Yeah.
But it's a scene that I definitely recommend you check out on YouTube if you want it out of context, but definitely watch the movie. I mean, the ending is fucking superb. And it's practically almost like an opera in a way. It's like a horror opera, kind of. And honestly, totally look into videos on YouTube which go into that a little more detail.
Hell yeah. Do your history.
Definitely. All right, Robert, it is now time to go into our number 1. What is your number 1?
My number 1 countdown is going to be Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho.
Oh,
and
hell yeah.
That is the shower scene with Janet Leigh, bro.
Classic fucking scene. I mean, this is a scene that actually got a fucking documentary which just focused on breaking down just this moment in film history. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I mean, it's definitely a compelling scene to look at from a cinematic perspective.
Oh yeah, I think they set up for like a week doing that shower scene.
Well, yeah, everything had to be meticulously planned out in order to get the right impact.
Yeah,
especially back then when Hitchcock had so many limitations on what he could show.
You can tell there was like 3 or 4 different takes, just cut cut into one shower scene, really.
Definitely.
I can see it. I mean, her hair's wet. It's not wet. But
and also the way that they actually show the killer in that scene.
Yeah.
You actually don't see Norman's face at that point.
Anthony Perkins.
Anthony fucking Perkins.
The whole time you're thinking it's the mother, and it's like you don't find out till the end, like it's him.
Oh, that's a great ending when he's just staring at the fucking camera. Yeah. He's just so evil and just smiling. He's just gone.
It's like, holy shit.
It's like, yeah, there's like nobody there but him and his mom, and that's exactly it. But yeah, I mean, just the way that it was edited. I mean, it was ultimately very horrifying.
The way Alfred Hitchcock can tell a story, right? I mean,
yeah, because, I mean, for one, he adhered to show, don't tell, for one.
Yeah.
And two, what he showed was so masterful because it made you think that you were seeing more than was actually there.
He just let your imagination run wild,
yeah,
really.
Kind of in the same way that Texas Chainsaw Massacre was originally seen as this sick, brutal gore fest, but it's practically bloodless.
Yeah. Or what he did with Rear Window, dude. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, where that's pretty much like an entire, single shot in many respects on a fucking huge soundstage.
Well, yeah, dude.
Just the logistics of that must have been a nightmare, but he was just the man to pull it together.
Holy shit.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of fucking awesome
James
shit
Stewart.
James
Stewart, watch it.
Oh, James Stewart. Hell yeah, dude. He was so perfect in that role. But what do you think makes that scene most memorable? The shower scene from Psycho.
Oh, probably just the knife just repeatedly going into her, and then just, you see the blood going through the drain.
Yeah. Once again, that goes back to the editing and the actual direction.
Yeah.
It was what Hitchcock could actually show.
And then when she finally does collapse, you see her eye just like go blank.
Yeah, it's close up, right? It's a close up.
And they did that with the remake too, with Vince Vaughn, right?
Because they don't actually show her dead body, right?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Right on. Okay.
And he's cleaning it up. He wraps her up with the shower curtain.
Oh, I see.
Drags her out into the car, dumps her in the lake. Ooh.
Yeah, and the scene where Anthony Perkins comes back into his current frame of mind as Norman Bates.
Yeah, he comes back as Norman Bates, and he's like, somebody
shit,
kill her.
Blood. It's
blood,
like all of the blood everywhere, and then he's just
blood,
like,
blood.
fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, it happened again. Why, mother?
Mother. And you think it's his mother. You don't even think he's the killer. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was kind of the original form of misdirection there.
That is the shit.
Yeah, I mean, Hitchcock was definitely the original master of that type of suspense.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh, man, I fucking love it. But all right, I'm going to go ahead and give my number one, and then here in a second, we're going to go ahead and go into the movie review portion of this episode. And my all-time personal favorite horror movie moment is just the entire 35-40 minute ending of Dead Alive, aka Brain Dead. Oh my God. There's so much shit that happens in there that I just couldn't pick one particular moment there. I had to pick that entire ending. I mean, from the moment that the zombies break out of the fucking basement and start attacking the party, all the way up to Lionel's mother pretty much giving him a rebirth in a way as the ginormous, hideous mother monster.
That movie's fucking sick too. Yeah.
Oh man, there's so much that happens in there. Like the guts come alive; they come out of Homeboy's torso and everything, and they're like zombie guts, and they try to attack Lionel.
Jesus Christ! Yeah.
And of course, I mean, we can't forget the fucking lawnmower scene. Oh my God, the gallons of blood that was used there. It fucking rivals Riccio. Like Riccio is like the next goriest thing I can think of. And then under that, maybe like, Evil Dead.
Riccio, yeah, Evil Dead. Jesus Christ, dude.
But I mean, there's also the slapstick elements, like how he tries to run away from the zombies after taking out all the other zombies with the lawnmower, and then he's like running in place because of all the blood. Then he has to like step on a bunch of fucking severed body parts and a head and everything. It's so fucking ridiculous, and I love it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's Lionel's mom taking the super serum and then killing her brother and then fucking, like, crashing through the bottom of the fucking house. And, like, it's an excellent creature effect. There's such great creature effects in this movie. And it of course, leads to the aforementioned birthing scene. The rebirth scene, I should say.
The rebirth.
And then finally, Lionel prevails over his mother. He reveals the truth about what she did to his father and his father's mistress, and then she falls to her death. And then they slide down on a leather belt on a rope down to the lawn, and then it ends.
Perfect.
It's so perfect. It's such a perfect gore movie, a perfect zombie movie, and honestly, if you watch it, you could see all the different techniques that Peter Jackson would eventually use on the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Lord of the Rings.
It's so fucking superb. I highly recommend that if you can find this movie, ladies and gentlemen, fucking watch it. It's so much fun, and it's worth it just for those last 30 to 40 minutes that happen. It's just so fucking great. Robert, what do you think?
I think I need to see it again, too.
I know. It's a movie that you want to watch over and over again.
I think we need to go back and binge some of these movies again.
I think we need to do Dead Alive on the fucking podcast, on the main podcast.
Hell yeah.
Like, definitely.
I wanted to do that other one, the one we just saw probably like a month ago. What was it?
Which one was it?
With the...
Come on, bro. You gotta give me something to work with.
Donald Pleasance.
Oh, the one that you bought recently.
Yeah, what was that?
Something about an axe or something? What was it?
Yeah, there was like some blood killer. Just kept bleeding from his nose.
Yeah.
God, yeah, I feel stupid right now.
I don't know. We'll figure
Donald
it out.
Donald Pleasance, Jack Palance, and Martin Landau. What was that movie, dude?
Oh, fuck. I don't remember. I don't remember what it was. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know what this movie is, please tweet at us unless we figure it out beforehand. We'll probably Google it after this episode.
Damn.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is our top 5 favorite horror movie moments. And now, what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a quick break. And then when we come back, we are going to take on Sleepaway Camp 2. We're going to give that a review. So hit us up after the bump.
After the bumps.
Check us in a little bit.
There used to be this camp about 60 miles from here. Camp Arawak. All these kids started getting killed. Well, it ended up that the killer was the shy 14-year-old girl that everybody picked on. Except she wasn't...
Baby, you're supposed to be in the cabin. Let's go.
Wait, what happened to the killer?
Whatever happened to the good kids in the world?
Oh, don't talk like that, Uncle John. There's lots of good kids. We just have to weed out the bad.
Remember, ladies, nice girls don't have to show it off.
Where's Phoebe?
I had to send her home. I found her doing things with the boys last night that she had no business doing. I know the rest of you are nice young ladies and you won't get into any trouble.
Let this be a lesson to you. Say no to drugs.
Camp Rolling Hills is the best. Oh, I'm a happy camper. I love the summer sun. I love the trees and forests. I'm always having fun. I don't like being the wicked witch of the West.
Hey,
But I know what happens when things get out of control.
you're gonna tell.
Oh, I'm a happy camper. I love the Christmas sky. And with the grace of God, I'll camp until I die.
Good night, campers.
And we are back with our random movie review. We are talking about what movie, Robert?
Sleepaway Camp 2 on Happy Campers.
Oh, man, this movie is actually a lot of fun, man. I really had a lot of fun watching it. I mean, I don't know if I really care for Angela as a character in this movie because I liked her a little better when she was a little more sympathetic.
When she didn't say anything at all?
Yeah, I mean, it was that sympathy that kind of made the ending of Sleepaway Camp so shocking, right?
Oh, that ending is... Jesus Christ, dude. What?
Oh, man, yeah, it's such a fucking twist. I mean, should we spoil it? I mean... It's ages ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's reviews, CinemaStar reviews.
It turns out that Angela was actually a boy. She was raised as a girl by her aunt and everything, and she ended up being a psycho killer because of it.
Yep.
Not the most politically correct take on the whole transgender thing, in my opinion, but...
Yeah, right? What the hell was that?
But even so... That's such an iconic movie. I mean, Felissa Rose herself, I mean, she's a true horror movie icon now. She's doing conventions. I highly recommend checking out her Instagram. It's really cool. She has a lovely family and everything, and she's always, posting from conventions and whatnot.
I think I have her on Twitter.
Yeah, she's also cool on Twitter as well. But in this movie, this isn't Felissa Rose, right? This is Pamela Springsteen.
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen's little sister.
Yeah,
right?
the boss's little sister. Can you believe that? I mean, I think that's actually really fucking cool, man. I mean, I wouldn't even tell.
The same character she plays Angela, right? Yeah.
Like seriously, I couldn't tell at all.
So this would be like 5 years after the original, supposedly. This is the way the story's set, right?
Yeah, and by this point, she's already been cleared by all of her psychiatrists and everything. She's taken on a new name.
Yeah.
I think she's even had a full sex change operation, and she's fully female by this point.
Where the hell did she get that money?
That's a good question. Maybe from the state.
It was Bruce.
I don't know.
It was Bruce Springsteen money. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Just kidding, dude.
Oh my god, dude. Let's not even fucking go there, dude. Jesus Christ.
I had to do that. Sorry.
Fucking Robert. God damn it, Robert. Is this why we don't have you on the podcast anymore?
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah, right.
Nah, I'm just playing, dude.
I guess, I know where I'm not wanted.
But back to this movie, what do you think about Pamela Springsteen's performance ultimately?
Oh, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's kind of played for laughs throughout the whole movie, right?
Yeah.
Except for one scene. One scene when she kills that girl by drowning her in the... Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently we have a radio coming on in the studio.
The Spanish channel's coming on my...
Yeah. And by the way, this episode's going to be mostly unedited, so yeah, you are probably going to hear that.
Cool.
I'm not sure. I'll go ahead and take a look at it afterwards.
So you were talking about one of those death scenes with drowning her in the toilet, right? I'm thinking.
Yeah. She drowns that one girl in the toilet, and it is especially sadistic, actually. I mean, she literally doesn't give a fuck about this girl at all. I mean, that's what's kind of weird about all these kill scenes in this movie is that she kind of, in a way, does it because she cares about the campers or the people that she's killing.
Yeah.
It's kind of this perverse way of showing love, in a way, for her friends.
That's funny.
I mean, when you think about it, and it almost kind of makes it a little tragic, right?
What the hell was she thinking?
Yeah, what was she thinking? And especially, I think we should ask, what were her doctors thinking? What were her social workers thinking?
Why was she medically cleared?
Yeah, who fucking cleared her and how? At one point in the movie, she says that she's taken like every pill that you could imagine at that point.
Electric shock therapy,
Electroshock therapy, like psychiatrists and everything, therapy, and all in every which way that you could think. It's like, and she still ended up going to a camp and killing people again. And honestly, in a way, that's why I kind of don't care for this version of Angela.
Yeah.
Because it's just not like...
Felissa Rose.
Felissa Rose. It's not nearly as sympathetic, as I said before.
Yeah, the original's classic, man. Shit.
It's so classic because you're kind of rooting for Felissa, even though you kind of know that she's going to be the killer. I think that it's kind of obvious throughout that movie that she's the killer.
Oh, dude, when I saw it, I didn't know she was the killer, really.
Seriously?
No. I thought there was some fucking dude running around, too.
It was kind of obvious to me that she was probably the one killing people. And especially when it started to lead up to the end, that's where I was just like, oh, yeah, she's the fucking killer, you know. But in this movie, she's really chipper. She's very moralistic for some reason. It's like she was a bullying victim in the first movie. That's what she was. She was bullied constantly.
Hazed.
Even by one of the counselors. Meg was her name, right?
Yeah, very mature, right?
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, yeah, why is she in charge of younger people? What the fuck?
You condone hazing the kids.
But then again, that's a fucking sleepaway camp that has a goddamn actual avowed pedophile fucking, you know, actually working in the fucking kitchen.
Yeah. Cash.
Oh my God. Are you going there?
Hey, I didn't say any last names. Sorry.
Oh, I don't know. I might have to actually cut that particular name out. I don't know.
Hey, Cash is the boss, right? He hires people.
Anyways, what do you think about the other characters in this movie, especially the characters that ends up Angela's victims?
I think, Renee Estevez, I mean, she lives up to that Scream Queen, right to the final girl moment, right?
Yeah, I mean, she actually plays a interesting final girl in this particular series. I mean, and once again, it kind of ties back to that whole thing that I said about Angela's character kind of killing people that she cares about in a way. It's kind of double for her friend right here.
Oh, yeah.
It's double for her for that character.
She's doing it out of love.
Yeah, she's doing it out of love for people because she doesn't want to see people do wrong, so her solution to that is just killing them.
Another one of my favorite moments is when they're trying to scare Angela, right? When they get off.
That's classic because it totally calls back a couple of classic horror movie icons in their own right.
At least
Jason and Freddy.
Jason, Freddy, and then Angela's dressed up like Leatherface too.
And Leatherface. And you know what's interesting is that the first two that we see is Freddy and Jason, and eventually there would be a Freddy versus Jason movie.
Yeah, dude, that's sick as hell.
That's really cool. And interestingly enough, that leads up to Angela killing one of the kids with Freddy's glove.
Yeah. I don't know how he dropped his glove. What the hell?
Which I have to ask, why the fuck would you make the glove, the knives on the glove real when
real knives?
Jason had a fake machete? He literally had like a balsa wood machete.
That was a fake machete, but those knives could kill somebody. Freddy's glove.
Seriously.
What he made could kill somebody.
What the fuck was that kid thinking?
Jesus Christ.
He could have made that out of any other type of cosplaying grade material.
Maybe just the Halloween costume you got. I used to have a plastic one in the 90s.
Yeah, I know. I used to see that shit all the time. I even saw a variant that actually had metal...
Yeah.
They had real metal blades. They were blunted, of course. But
you can get those.
I think they were eventually recalled because, you could still stab somebody.
Yeah, you can still hurt somebody with those.
Yeah, I think they were eventually recalled and they were replaced with just the full kind of latex plastic glove and whatnot.
I think we can get some metal ones, actually, for like $50.
Oh, yeah. Nowadays, you can get custom-made Freddy gloves nowadays.
To go with a cool costume. But that latex Robert Englund mask, dude, is like $300.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's big-time horror movie prop replica / cosplay accessory.
And it looks just like a molding. Like, dude, I like the Part 4 version. I think I like Part 4 and Part 2 versions of that latex.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that is one of many memorable kill scenes. What do you think is your favorite kill scene from this entire movie?
One of my favorite kill scenes. Jeez, man.
There's so many of them, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Probably when I don't know. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I'm going like blank right now. Because
it's almost kind of overwhelming because there's so many characters here that die, like even more so than the first movie, right?
Oh yeah. The first one, they were like pretty elaborate kills too, right? Like,
very elaborate. Here they're almost they're completely played for laughs.
I mean,
100%. I mean, especially the kills with the kids in the forest, with the Jason and the Freddy masks and everything.
Oh yeah.
Like that was so ridiculous because in a way it was like this movie kind of establishing its dominance over those horror movie icons.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then using the Leatherface costume to actually kill somebody as well. Like that was messed up, man.
That was great.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there was a real sadistic streak to Angela in this movie. That honestly, I think that is, once again, uncharacteristic given how she was in the first movie. Right?
Basically a salute your shorts camp.
Oh, this is totally salute your shorts.
I'm
actually surprised that you even bring that up. That's almost closer to my fucking age right there.
Yeah, dude. I remember watching that.
Salute your shorts. Did you ever see Hey Dude?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that might be just a little more before your time. Or it might be coming from the same era. I don't know. Maybe they just stopped showing Hey Dude at that point.
Hey Dude.
It was a dude ranch, and the actual set still exists somewhere in Texas. It actually still exists. You can visit the actual set there. But after we're done, I'll go ahead and show you a video of that. But anyway, Robert, we'll go ahead and wind things down. What are your final thoughts on Sleepaway Camp 2, and what is your final rating?
Okay, my final thoughts is that it's just a fun movie to watch. I mean, I would put it on every once in a while. And I'm kind of pissed at the fact that Amazon Prime threw this out. Netflix threw this out.
I know. That's what they're wont to do. They remove movies all the fucking time. It's why I don't really prefer streaming. I mean, I only have like Shudder.
Yeah.
I
pay. You pay monthly for that shit, and it's like, god damn, what the fuck?
Now you got to pay monthly for like multiple apps and everything.
Yeah, dude.
That's a whole nother fucking can of bullshit that we can go into on another director's cut, maybe.
Yeah.
But anyway,
great movie to watch. Sorry, bro. Great movie to watch. Watch part 3 because it's Pamela Springsteen again, and then she's changed her name. She's at another camp, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And it's just hilarious as the second one. I mean, not as good as the original, but yeah.
Yeah. And what's your final rating?
My final rating, I'd give it probably like a 3.5 or something. Yeah.
3.5. Yeah, that sounds about right for me as well. I mean, like I said, I don't particularly care for Angela's character in this movie. I really don't. I mean, it's funny, but I mean, it's just so far removed from what Angela was in the original movie, which was very sympathetic. I mean, you almost wanted to just go up here and give her a hug and be like, hey, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck these kids.
Part 2 and 3, you kind of really don't take it seriously because it's almost like Slumber Party Massacre.
But then again, it kind of goes around full circle and return to Sleepaway Camp, where Felissa Rose eventually reprises her role. Interestingly enough, as a cop.
That's on Netflix.
A cop with a fake mustache and everything, which is hilarious if you know anything about the first Sleepaway Camp.
Is it electrical tape mustache?
Yeah, it pretty much, it practically is, honestly. It's practically a throwback to that.
With a bunch of Guidos, juiced ups.
Oh my God.
Looking like Chachi.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Charles in charge.
Wow. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give it the same rating. 3.5, that sounds about right. It's definitely something that, honestly, like you said, you can't really get it on Amazon or anything like that anymore.
Not anymore, dude. I mean,
really unfortunate, honestly. That's really unfortunate.
Sucks, bro.
But if you could find this movie, check it out. I mean, I'm sure that you could probably even find it for free on YouTube if you really want to look, or elsewhere. I mean, I'm sure even the illegal route, Robert.
Or just buy your hard copy like us. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's what we do. We buy hard copies. And that's what we're watching right now. That's Robert's DVD.
Oh, yeah.
How much did you pay for that?
It was about $12 or $13 for it.
That's not bad.
No.
That's reasonable for a movie of this caliber. I think I paid at least $15 or $20 for the original. And it's not even the original cut. It's not the uncut version. But even so, yeah, check this movie out. Check out the original Sleepaway Camp. You will not be... What's the word, Robert?
You will not be disappointed.
You will not be disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've had at least a few beers at this point.
Good.
It is late at night.
I think we're just wrapping it up right now.
We are wrapping it up right now. But anyway, you can find Collateral Cinema on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. Check out our Patreon. We have $1 and $5 tiers. You can find us anywhere you get your podcast, but especially go on Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review both on this, and leave us a comment both on this episode and on our main episodes as well. Robert, you have anything else to say?
Check out our Facebook app and look for more short films, more ads. Get us on Instagram if you can.
And podcasters, if you want to send us some promos, go ahead and do that. And also,
filmmakers, send us just short or some type of review you want us to do.
I was going to get to that because of the South by Southwest cancellation, which is very unfortunate. We already have our first refugee from that giving us our movie, giving us his movie, I should say, his or her movie. I'm sorry.
They're giving us to go ahead to review it.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the name of the movie on air right now until we go ahead and watch it and confirm everything.
Exactly.
But yeah, we're going to have at least one movie that was supposed to be featured at South by Southwest as an indie review very soon. But next up, we're going to be checking out the Sonic movie at the theater.
And that could be today or tomorrow, right?
Yeah, sure. Today or tomorrow, depending on circumstances.
Scheduling issues.
The next main numbered episode of Collateral Cinema will be Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. That's going to be a really monumental episode because of Joaquin Phoenix's recent Oscar wins, so we're definitely going to have to go ahead and get into that, right?
We're going to go back to comparing all the Jokers again, right?
Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, we did that a little bit on Suicide Squad.
I think we did that, right?
But, I mean...
But we hadn't seen Joaquin Phoenix's version.
No, we hadn't seen it at that point. I mean, it was still fresh in theaters.
It's kind of like Cesar Romero being born. I don't know.
Yeah.
Into the Joker.
Yeah.
We never see the reborn of the Joker, or
you're right.
Form into the Joker. We only see the Joker. I mean, we saw it with Jack Nicholson when Batman threw him into that toxic sludge or whatever it was. Yeah. And then, but slowly forming. Yeah, we didn't. I don't think we've ever seen that.
No. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up now. By the way, also check out Collateral Gaming. I know that Ash will have a fit if we don't bring it up. Check them out. You can find them in the same places you can find Collateral Cinema. And as far as the director's cut, we are out.
Out skis.
Laters, y'all.
What do you think this is? There is absolutely no doubt.
Are you ready to accept my domination?
Collateral Cinema is an L Company production. All music and movie clips are owned by the respective creators and are used for educational purposes only. Please don't sue us. We're poor.